So in this video, I'm going to share with you how control and the need for control is actually preventing you from creating the life that you want. And it actually might be one of the reasons why you are stuck and recreating a lot of your old patterns. And then I'm also going to share a strategy that you can use to do the exact opposite so you can let go of control and actually attract the life that you want. But first, why do we control? Well, typically there's for two reasons. One, it's because we either don't have what we want or we have something that we don't want. And so all that control is this a deeper need for certainty, a deeper need for knowing exactly what's going to happen so that we can have that sense of of knowing. But the problem with this is that the nature of life itself is that it's uncertain. So the more we are trying to create that certainty, the more we're resisting life, the more we're resisting what is, and as a result, that creates suffering. And so the illusion of control is that it actually helps us ensure to get where we want to get. But control in itself only is possible based on your understanding of the past. So for example, you can only control things based on what you know might happen. And you can only know what might happen based on your past. So in a sense, it's kind of like you have this map of your past that is showing you exactly how you've gotten to where you are. And so then when you're controlling, you're using this map from your past and then putting it into your future and then trying to navigate your future based on the map of your past. And so then it's no wonder that you end up recreating events or that you kind of take similar paths because you're using the map of your past to recreate the future. And because your past map isn't neutral, it's got fears, it's got doubts, it's got like limiting beliefs. And so whenever you find yourself in a form of control, or whenever you're trying to control the future, you have no choice but to use your past as a map. And that's why it's actually a losing strategy, because you're just increasing the chances of recreating your past, because that's kind of the lens through which you're looking at. That's the map that you're using. And so hopefully with this analogy, you can see how much of a losing strategy this is, and how it's not the most effective strategy if you want to create the future that you want. And so the opposite of control is trust. It's acceptance. And so it's being at peace with what's happening, being okay with what is. And so, you know, when you think about trust, it's not letting go, letting go and just, okay, I don't care. It's more about holding yourself in the uncertainty. So, will you be there for yourself in the uncertainty? How can you hold yourself in the present moment so that you trust and that like, whatever happens, I will handle it? And so that's where the real work is how can I be with myself, or how can I trust myself to handle whatever happens next? And so instead of putting so much energy on trying to control, it's much healthier to put all your energy on learning to trust yourself and trusting that you will be able to handle whatever comes next. And because that's when you can meet life in that way, when you fully trust that you'll be able to handle whatever comes your way, well, then you're going to be less in the energy of fear. You're going to be less in the energy of scarcity, which is what fuels control. And then instead, you're going to be in the energy of creation, where you can actually start creating and taking action that's based on inspiration, that's based on love and abundance. And so it's a very different type of energy that you're bringing in the present moment when you're trusting versus when you're controlling. And so yeah, so I mean, even in this video myself, like I found myself before filming this, it's like, oh, I want this video to be good. I want it to have a specific outcome. I don't want to mess up. And I just found myself stuck in this control. And so instead I said, okay, I'm just gonna trust myself and just speak whatever comes out, and whatever comes out was meant to come out. And in that place, I'm more able to access my intuition. I'm able to speak from inspiration, as opposed to like the fear of like, what am I going to say next? Am I going to mess this up? Am I going to say something silly? And so even in the process of creating this video, I had to go from the need for control to the need for trust. And so this is just an example in real time of how that works. So yeah, so a quick recap of the video is, whenever you find yourself trying to control a specific outcome, you can be absolutely sure that you are using your past, you're using the map of your past to navigate the future. And that is a losing strategy, because you are just increasing the chances of recreating your past. And so if you want to open yourself up to the unknown, open yourself up to a new reality where you can attract way more and, you know, attract the life of your dreams, you have to reconcile with the past and recognize that the past has got nothing to do with the present moment. It's got nothing to do with your future. Because when you can finally let go of that and accept that, you know, what happened and it couldn't have happened any other way because it didn't, that's a Peter Crone quote, well, then you can just let go of the past and then enter a new space where anything is possible. So every new day becomes a new day of possibility, where you're starting from scratch and you're not starting with all this baggage from your past. Yeah, I really hope you found this video useful. You can check out one of my other videos here, and as always, much love.